G'day everybody, I'm Mark Langley and I'm very excited to be presenting at the Western States Horse Expo, where I'll be teaching 2 lessons a day, not only educating a horse myself but also educating a student and their horse. So really excited to do that because that's what I do on a daily basis. But what the biggest thing I guess I want to show people and really get them to sort of look at it, understand is, you know, the things that I sort of teach all the time at clinics and help horses with, and the main things that I help horses with that cause people a lot of trouble and also, you know, causes horses a lot of trouble. So the biggest thing about my philosophy is we're trying to help our horses feel good about education and training. We're also teaching them to process the environment they're in, no matter what environment they're thrown into. Okay, so you know who travels their horses for a long way, who has horses they might take to a trail ride or a show or go do stock work on. You know, a horse that can survive in the real world with real coping mechanisms, that they can work out things themselves and release that anxiety or tip some of the worry out of the worry cup as they go. And that's through good coping mechanisms and, most essentially, understanding and training in the right mindset. So a lot of people are doing a lot of work with their horses, but they may just need to adjust that horse's mindset a bit to get them in the perfect learning mindset. Now that learning mindset is a place where the horse will retain, remember, and feel good, and it's a mindset where they're not shut down, they're not shutting out, they're not sort of like a helium balloon on a windy day. They're just calm and they can process. So understanding how we can adjust the mindset so we can really help our horses learn in that perfect space is really essential. The other big thing that I really want to show people, and that's back to training, making horses feel good. Because as I said, I'm all about trying to get a horse to feel good about our training, not put them in a negative mindset because of the way they're feeling about how we're operating them. And that's understanding how we can direct a horse towards their thoughts, opposed to, you know, just get them to move away from pressure. Okay, so, and that gets really good balance in our horses. You know, go towards your thoughts, follow a feel. Really get them to feel good about pressure. You know, there's so many things we can adjust in our training, our groundwork and our riding that creates a responsibility in our horses and an interest purely by where their thoughts are, and understanding how we can make corrections that get the horse really in charge of what they're doing. Okay, and that's where you get better flow, better balance, cadence, things like that. And that's essential in healthy mindset. So I'll be doing 2 sessions a day, but in between sessions I've got a booth and I'll be at the booth, happy to talk to people, answer all their questions, give them the rundown on what we provide. But also the best thing is that if you come to the booth and visit me, there's a 50% discount on the yearly membership, so you get a big discount on that. And also, you know, you can work out personally with me, you know, what you're going to get out of that as well.